Okay, so Steve's come on to give us some insights into his experience working with us on the program, losing weight, getting fitter, getting stronger, improving his health, changing his habits and lifestyle. So, Steve, thanks very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Can you,
Pleasure.
before we get into the results and your experience on the program, can you take us back to before you started working with me? And actually, it's been the second time, isn't it? But where were you at with your health, your fitness, with your physique before you started? What was the reasons that you wanted to start this process and make some changes?
I was at a stage in my life I was clearly overweight. No stamina. I just very lethargic, no energy when I got up in the mornings. It was like a chore to get up and do things even on my days off. It was just no oomph about me at all. Eating habits weren't the best, and probably drinking more than I should have or should be. So yeah, just poor overall health. Not what you'd expect in my age to be in a condition like that. So no.
Yeah. What age are you, Steve?
46.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A lot of people put it down to aging, but it's not really, is it?
No. Oh no.
As you've experienced.
No. Yeah.
So when you were getting started, or when you thought about starting the training program, were there any apprehensions? Do you have any concerns about the process before you started with it?
Yeah, definitely. Like I tried personal trainers in the past, which are face to face, so you sort of got to know them more personally that way. So it was a bit different. Somebody online you'd never seen or heard of before. All I could go and base it on was testimonials like this and that you'd done before, reviews, all the information that's on your group. Read through all that, and yeah, I thought, right, I'm not going to get anywhere if I just keep putting things off. So I thought I'm going to have to go for it and give it a try. And initially it was only a 28-day program, so I thought, if it's not for me, then so be it. I'll try something else. I'll look for something else. But obviously, it turned out to be what I was needing. Yeah. Never looked back now.
But I'm glad it did. On that note, what are some of the things that you've liked about the process and the kind of remote coaching element of it?
The good thing is, a lot of people like myself probably thought, well, how good can it be, remote coaching? But I've gotten more out of this than what I did with a personal trainer that I worked with in person. The Zoom calls, weekly Zoom calls, you're always checking in on everyone, see how they're getting on, if there's any issues, the learning all the things about nutritional habits and, how to make better changes and where to make the changes for the better. And even like my sleep routines have improved through the learning the different habits with yourself. You're learning, it's like you're learning obviously different habits every couple of weeks, and it's not like everything's thrown at you at once and you'll take it all in and then maybe forget it, a week or 2 weeks later. You're doing 2 weeks on one particular habit, so that's getting ingrained into you. You're making the changes in that 2 weeks, and then it sticks with you, and then you're learning the next habit. So things like that are just making huge changes to your eating, your nutrition, your lifestyle in general. And then the workouts, you're doing 3 different workouts a week, or trying to maintain 3 workouts a week. But if you're ever stuck for anything, you're always at the end of a message or a video call on Zoom. Yes, and the workouts as well, you'll make them to work around whatever whatever your clients have got, like equipment wise. So again, it's all done to suit what you can do and what you've got the equipment to do. So yeah, it's just been so easy to work with, and totally opposite what I thought, and probably what a lot of people think. It can't be as good as a one-to-one personal trainer, but
Yeah.
I've definitely seen a lot more improvement, a lot more results working with yourself through the online.
Sorry, you weren't finished. On you go.
Yeah, I'm just working with yourself through online coaching. I've seen a lot better and a lot bigger results than what I did working with somebody one-to-one. So
Aye,
it speaks for itself.
Yeah, obviously there is a ton of value in having one-to-one coaching and learning how to do strength exercise properly and stuff like that. But you can do that also coaching remotely. You can learn how to train hard and train progressively coaching remotely. But even more importantly, it's the stuff outside of training that has the biggest impact on your health changes, your body fat loss, your muscle gain, your results. Because in the grand scheme of things, if we take a step back and look at it, let's more, and most people don't achieve like 4 hours of training every week. But let's say if you train 4 hours a week, it's something like 2% of your time in a week. It's a tiny amount. Do you know what I mean? It's the other 98% of your time. It's like what you're doing with that. And again, it's not about, like you said, it's not about changing all that at once. But when we have those incremental and gradual changes, it's not overwhelming. It's achievable for the majority of guys who are busy, have families and different shift patterns and stuff. And before you know it, 6 to 12 months down the line, these things are all just part of who you are and what you do, and that's where the results come.
Yep.
Sure. So speaking of results, what are the physical results that you have seen so far, Stephen?
Well, physical results have been great. I'm probably in the best shape I have been for over 20 years now. Eating a lot better. The weight I've lost, the muscle I've gained, I'm now lifting, weights that I never thought I'd be anywhere near lifting. Even, for instance, my dumbbell rack, it went up so high I've had to, get heavier weights because I'm now lifting them without any effort at all. So, the improvement in general has been amazing, but I think overall the biggest one's probably been my eating and drinking habits. It's like a lot of people say that a lot of the work's done in the kitchen as opposed to the gym, and that's true. Like my protein intake, even making changes with certain foods to better choices. It's just had a huge impact on my health in general. But the weight loss and fitting into clothes that I haven't done for a while, and now quite happily go on holiday and tops off sunbathing without worrying about what people are thinking or how I feel. So
yeah,
just seeing that in the mirror, it's great.
That's the perks of all the habits built over time and cumulative effect.
Yep. And even my sleeping habit as well. That's one. Sleep routines, working shifts myself. Day shifts and night shifts. So sleeping's not the best, but things I've learned through the sleep habits that we go over yourself, it's helped significantly as well. So it's improved that, which then has an effect on your next day, your family life. It just all has a knock-on effect, and it's just improved everything in general for the better. Health, mental health, physical health, family life. So yeah, it's all had a positive impact on all that.
Glad to hear it, mate. And listen, it's obviously the program's helped, but it's all down to you. You're the one who's stuck with the process and made the changes. Despite the process being like you've said, it's quite an achievable process of making changes. Change is still hard. It's not easy. And you've made those changes when prompted to. So hats off to you, mate, and well done. Congratulations for sticking with it this far and achieving the results that you've been after. One last question. So there's going to be some guys who follow my stuff who have been on the fence for a while. Would it be months? Would it be a couple of years? There's plenty of those. Or whether they've just come across the stuff in a similar boat that you were in before. What would your advice be to them if they're thinking about getting started but unsure if it's the right time for them or if they have the time? You know the usual excuses that we all kind of have in our head about getting started with something a bit more serious.
Basically, if it's something that you've been thinking about or looking at for a while, then you obviously feel that it's what you need to do yourself. So don't keep putting it off. You know, at the end of the day, your rebirth programs, which are 28 days, it's 28 days of your life, and the cost. It's like going out for a few beers every weekend. You know, just give it that 28 days and you'll not regret it. As long as you put in the effort, you'll see the results guaranteed by the end of 28 days. You'll never look back, and probably, best decision you'll make if you think that you're even considering doing this, then just go for it. Stop putting it off, because if you don't make the decision now, you'll always think of a reason not to do it, but you'll not regret it if you do make that decision.
Right. Awesome, Steve. Well done again. Thanks very much for coming on and sharing your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.